Oh, yes. Yes.
Let's see if this time it will work. So how about that? Is the screen size
Yeah,
okay?
it's okay. It's okay. It's perfect.
Okay, okay. So can you see well or is it too small?
It's okay.
Yeah, okay. So, okay, let's continue then. So pronunciation. Ellos
Ellos
tienen
tienen
una casa.
una casa.
So they have a house. That would be they have a house.
Yeah.
So let's do it again. Ellos tienen
Ellos tienen
una casa.
una casa.
Now, you would say ellos if it's a group of men or if it's a group of women and men.
Mm,
Even
okay.
if there is just one man and 9 women, you would
Mm,
say ellos.
ellos.
Yeah, but you could say ellas if the whole group is feminine, like if all the members are feminine.
Okay.
So let's continue. So, ¿cómo se dice universidad? So pronunciation, universidad.
Universidad.
Yeah. So what's that? What's the correct?
University. University.
Yes. How do you say important in Spanish?
Um, important. No idea.
It's very similar. It's importante.
Importante.
Importante. So
Okay.
remember to watch your T's to say them stronger in Spanish. So importante.
Importante.
Yes. Uh, Spain. How do you say Spain?
España.
España. Good.
España.
Uh, so pronunciation. Yo soy
Yo soy
un estudiante.
un estudiante.
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 Yeah. So remember to watch those T's.
Okay.
Um. So what's the correct answer?
I'm a student.
I'm a student. How do you say school?
School.
Is
Hola.
that would be escuela.
Escuela.
Once again, escuela.
Escuela.
Good. So the next one. So bienvenido. Pronunciation.
Bienvenido.
Yeah. What's the correct answer?
Welcome.
Welcome. Yes. Now, how about man? How do you say man?
Nombre. Hombre.
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 Yeah. Nombre is name.
Uh,
This is name.
yeah.
And I think in Panama and here in Colombia, definitely, we don't say, I mean, like, hombre is okay. Like, that's a correct translation. But when we're speaking about another man, we actually use the same word in English. We say man.
Man. Okay.
Yeah.
Just man. That's easy.
But the pronunciation is what you need to watch. It's an A, it's man. It's
Man.
not as in English, which is like man, but man. Man.
Man. Man.
Yes. And it's informal. To say man is informal.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's like if you're chilling with friends, if you're just kind of hanging out, then it's okay to say man. But if you're in a work environment, definitely you will want to say hombre.
Hombre.
Or you might want to say guy, which would be tipo.
Tipo.
Yes. Um. So, how about you? How do you say you in
Joe.
Spanish?
Joe.
What?
Joe.
Yo
Oh,
would be
do,
I.
do, do, do.
Yeah. That would be two.
Do.
So there are actually you. It's got different translations. I'm going to mention them so you get an idea of what you're going to be doing with
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So in Spanish, there are two ways to say you. Like there is for the singular form. So there is a formal one and there is an informal one. So
Okay.
the informal one is tú.
Do.
There is another informal which is vos.
Was.
And the formal is usted.
Usted.
Yes.
So
Now,
usted is formal one.
Yes, it's the formal one.
Okay.
Now there is also the translation of you as in the plural, as in, hey, you guys, what are you doing, right? So that would be plural, would be ustedes.
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 Yes. Okay. So
Okay.
that's just for starters.
Okay.
I don't remember what device you've got. Is it an Apple device or an Android device?
Andrew.
Android.
Yeah.
There is an application called C Games something. I'm going to show you. Hold on. So C Games Spanish verbs. This is an application that you should have on your mobile phone. It's very good.
Okay.
At the beginning, it's hard because you're kind of getting the hang of conjugations and stuff, but it's got the 100 most common verbs in Spanish with their conjugations in present first and then in past and then future. But future, don't do it. Just focus on the present and past of
Okay.
this application whenever you get tired of Duolingo, tiny cards, and whatever else you're
I
doing.
will
Yeah,
try it.
because
I will try it. But recently I found Duolingo is really interesting.
is what?
Really interesting because I really like the story part. You know,
Oh yeah,
it
yeah,
includes many like mini story. That's
yeah.
really very refreshing.
Right. So yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like I know, even though there are like, check this out. All of these applications have something to do with languages, and I'm doing lessons with them in one way
Yeah.
or another. And the reason why is what you just said. It's just to spice it up, just to change it a little bit, because sometimes it can be boring
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
doing the same thing over and over and over again,
Mm,
especially when it comes to languages, when it's so like it's all about repetition.
mm,
So the only thing that you can change is the interface that you're working on, but you'll be pretty much working on the same content.
mm.
What the only thing you would be changing is the interface, the colors, but that's all you can do. There is nothing else you can in order
Yeah.
to
Mm.
spice it up. So definitely check this dictionary as well. Spanish. Do you see it? This one?
Which one? Ah,
Going to
Spanish. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I already use this one.
Oh, you already do. Okay.
Mm.
So this
Yeah.
is the best in my opinion. Like it's very hard to
Okay.
find a good Spanish dictionary on the Play Store.
Uh,
Like I looked for them and I had
mm,
to ask my students, one of my students, that to tell me what the dictionary was that he uses, because I couldn't
mm.
just find it. Like I had to ask
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
Uh,
the best thing I like this dictionary most is it includes the pronunciation, and you can see a video that concludes pronunciation.
on this application.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Spanish dictionary.
So, but is it just a video or it corrects your pronunciation as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got like a voice recognition software in it.
Mm.
I mean, like I haven't seen it. Where is it? I like
You look a word and
okay.
then it concludes the pronunciation.
So
Yeah.
pronunciation. More examples, random word, popular English searches. So so I mean, like you can listen to the pronunciation, but you cannot
Mm.
talk to it, can you?
No, no, no. You can't talk to it.
Okay, yeah, this is really good. The other dictionary I like is
Mm.
this one, word reference. I really like this one. They've been putting a lot of vocab into it, like, but very much. Like there are so many words that you can find here. Like if you don't find them on the dictionary on the Spanish dict, you should try
Oh.
this one as well. Whenever you don't find anything on
So,
the other.
so this is also a dictionary, right?
Yeah, this is also a dictionary. It's called word
Okay.
reference.
Word reference.
Yeah.
Okay. I will look into it.
Yeah, they've got it's a browser, it's a web page, but they made it into an application, so it's really good. You should definitely,
Okay.
and you can, one thing that I like, I don't know if Spanish dictionaries got it, it's that
Mm.
you can star the words that you like. So check this
Mm.
out.
Okay.
So go to the menu and down the screen, you see favorite terms. Do you see them?
Mm.
So
Yes.
those are the ones that I have starred on my profile. So it's really good. I really like this because it's like the words that I want to learn that I
Okay.
don't know. That I'm still struggling to remember in English. So it's really good.
Okay.
Okay, so let's continue then. So um, so pronunciation. ¿Dónde está
¿Dónde está
mi bolígrafo?
mi bolígrafo?
Yes. So what do you think the correct answer is?
Where is my pen?
Where is my pen? Yes. How do you say ball?
Um, Ball. No idea.
Yes. Okay. So
Boli.
ball,
Okay.
boli. Ball is pelota.
Pelota.
Yes. And how do you say point?
Bullet point. No. Uh,
So it can be point, period, dot, and I mean that's the only word that I can think of for translating any of those three words. Okay, I
okay.
want that period or www dot whatever, then you would say punto or
Okay.
point.
Okay.
Then how about question?
Mm, I can only remember problema.
Problema is problem.
Problem, I know. So I
Yeah,
forgot
and
how to say
question,
question.
pregunta.
Pregunta.
Yes. So remember to pronounce your T stronger. Pregunta.
Pregunta.
Yes. The answer. So remember that answer. It's got the verb and the noun. So what would the
Mm.
verb be in Spanish? Do you remember?
I think I need to check my notes.
Okay.
Mm. Oh, I can't find it.
Okay. So you will have to write it down again. The two of them.
Okay. Okay.
So the verb is responder, pronunciation,
Responder.
and the noun is respuesta.
Respuesta.
Good. Nice. So yeah, that's one thing. If you don't remember a word, even if you know that it's on your notes,
Yeah.
the idea is to write them down again because it's going to be more effective for you to memorize them, and
Mm.
it's quicker than finding a note that you don't know where it is. So it'll
Okay.
help you memorize easier, quicker than having a look at your notes. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if you must if you need to write a word 1,000 times, you will have to write it down 1,000 times. So
Okay.
yeah, it's as we were saying, this is a repetition thing. And
Mm.
this is not rocket science, it's just a memory thing. So
Yeah.
you need to work on your memory and words and write them down as many times as you can so you can I think it's practical laziness because your brain says, well, that's what I think it says. Like, oh, I'm
Okay.
lazy to look for that word again, so I'll just memorize it so I don't need to look it up again.
Okay.
That's what I think it happens in our brains. I don't know if that's actually what happens, but
Mm.
I feel like that.
Yeah.
So, okay, the next one. So pronunciation, negocios.
Negocios.
Yeah, so what would that be? What's the correct answer?
Business.
Business. How do you say Mexico?
Mexico.
Mexico. Good. And station.
Station.
Estación.
Estación.
Once again, estación.
Estación.
Yes. So, what was the other word? Spicy. Spicy. Do you know how to say spicy?
Spicy, no.
Picante.
Picante.
Remember the T? Picante.
Picante.
Yes. So spicy food. Do you know how to say spicy food?
Food picante.
Food. Comida picante.
Comida picante.
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 Yes. Okay. The next one is pronunciation. Yo estudio
Yo estudio
negocios.
negocios.
So what's the correct answer?
I study business.
I study business. How do you say medicine?
Medicine.
Medicine. So pronunciation, medicina.
Medicina.
Good. How do you say I am studying?
Yo estudiando medicina. Yo estoy
estudiando
estudiando.
medicina.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've got a question. So you work remotely. So how about international flights in Panama? Are they allowed yet?
No. Our
So
flights still suspended. Our flights are all suspended.
do you know when have they said anything about the time when they're going to let people go out? I mean, like,
No.
so what happens? So how long have you been in Panama? I forgot.
6 months, 5 months.
Okay, so what happens with your visa? I mean, like,
Oh, they give me 2-year visa.
A 2-year visa?
Yeah. So I can stay here legally for 2 years. So, yeah.
Oh, nice. So was that because of the virus, or did you have this visa before that?
I got this visa because of my work. There's nothing about the virus. Yeah.
Oh.
So they just give me a 2-year visa in one time.
So do you plan to keep traveling around Latin America once they allow you to take international flights, or do you plan to just go back home?
I hope so. I hope I can have more time for exploring here, but I think maybe I won't have enough time. So I need to go back.
You can always come to Colombia.
I hope so. I really want to go to Colombia.
Yeah, this is the city of the eternal spring.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
have it. Okay, so bolígrafo, pronunciation.
Polygraph.
What's that?
Pen.
Pen. And how do you say I'm sorry?
Lo siento. Lo siento.
Siento.
Siento. Okay.
Yeah, good. Station.
Station.
Estación.
Estación.
Once again, estación.
Estación. Okay.
Yep, good. They have a house. How would you say this in Spanish?
Ellos tienen una casa.
Good. Once again, ellos tienen
Ellos tienen
una casa.
una casa.
Good. This one, un profesor
Un profesor
de universidad.
de universidad.
Yeah, so what would that be in English?
University professor.
University professor. Good. How do you say business?
Negotiator. Yeah.
So pronunciation again, negocio.
Negocio.
Yes, and Medicine.
Medicina.
Good. And we?
Ellos, usted.
Ellos is they, and we is nosotros.
Nosotros.
Again, nosotros.
Nosotros.
Tros.
Nosotros.
Yes. So remember to say your T's stronger than you do in English. Nosotros.
Nosotros.
T.
T.
Nosotros.
Nosotros.
Yes, exactly. So with nosotros, it happens the same thing that I told you about ellos. Like even if it's 9 women and I'm the only guy, I would say nosotros. In the only case scenario in which you would say nosotras is if every single member of the group is female. So that's when you would say nosotras.
Nosotras.
Yeah. Okay, the next one. Welcome, Luis. How do you say this?
Bienvenido, Luis.
Good. Let's do the pronunciation of the words down the screen. So, gracias.
Gracias.
Bien.
Bien.
Nombre.
Nombre.
Good. So, what's the translation of those words?
Thank you, fine. Name.
Good. Mi escuela. Pronunciation?
Mi escuela.
What's that?
My school.
My school. How do you say class?
Clase.
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 Yes. How do you say important?
Importante.
Remember to say stronger your T's. So, importante.
Importante.
Nice. And interesting. How do you say interesting?
Interesting. Okay.
Interesante.
Interesante.
Good. So this one. We study medicine. How do you say this in Spanish?
Nosotros
Nosotros.
estudiamos medicina.
Good. So let's say the first word again. Nosotros.
Nosotros.
Yeah. Bolígrafo. What's a bolígrafo in English?
Pen.
Pen. Nice. El profesor, pronunciation.
El profesor
Está aquí.
está aquí.
So what's that?
The professor is here.
Professor is here. How do you say teach?
Teach. No idea.
Enseñar.
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 Yes. Any guess? To learn? How do you say learn?
Study. Estudiante.
Okay, so that would be aprender.
Aprender. Okay.
Aprender.
Aprender.
Yes, and study would be estudiar.
Estudiar.
Yes. Okay, so how do you say university?
Universidad.
Good. So where is my pen? How do you say this in Spanish?
¿De dónde está mi bolígrafo?
Let's do it again. ¿Dónde está
¿Dónde está
mi
mi
bolígrafo?
bolígrafo?
Good. How about this one? Una buena
Una buena
universidad.
universidad.
So what's the translation of this?
A good university.
A good university. Good. So, shit. Let's go. Okay, so medicine. How do you say medicine?
Medicina.
Medicine and teach.
Teach. Enseña.
Enseñar.
Enseñar.
Yes, and learn.
Aprender. Aprender.
Aprender.
Aprender.
And we.
Nosotros.
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 Yeah, and professor.
Professor.
Once again, profesor.
Professor.
Good. Okay, so I'll talk to you next week, same day, same times.
You mean Monday?
Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the same time.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you then.
You too. Have a great
Okay,
weekend.
bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye.